Hi, my name is Tara and I am here on Tara Thrifts, which is my YouTube channel where I talk to you about all of the different things that I thrift to resell on platforms like eBay, Poshmark, and Etsy. I also just recently started Facebook Marketplace maybe 2 weeks ago. I haven't actually sold anything that I need to ship yet. I have sold several things locally and I'm not quite sure what's going on there. So yeah, that's a new venture for me though. So we'll see how it goes. I think maybe I'm doing something wrong because I think my things that are on there are pretty good for Marketplace, and I think maybe I need to complete the process. I haven't actually attached it to my bank account. It says on Marketplace that you can do that after you sell your first item when you need to purchase shipping, but I'm kind of wondering now if that is the reason that I haven't had any sales that require shipping. So I'm going to try and turn that on tonight, cross post a few new items, and see if that seems to get me some more views from people who would want the items shipped to them. But anyways, that's not what I'm here to talk to you about today. Today I'm going to give you yet another Ben's haul. These are the things that I have purchased today to sell online on those 3 platforms, well, I guess 4 now, that I mentioned. I went to the Goodwill outlet, which is what we call the bins, where they sell things by the pound. There are different rates depending on what you purchase. I'm mainly a clothing seller, so I believe I pay $1.49 a pound for clothing and shoes. And then I actually am starting to dabble more in hard goods, which is what people call things that are like essentially hard, like if you bought dishes or a toy or something like that. And I've always sold those kinds of things, but I just really haven't always been seeking them out. But I'm starting to seek them out more because I'm finding that Poshmark is a better platform for selling clothing at this point. And while I do sell clothing on eBay, it tends to be limited to certain categories, but the hard goods per se tend to do really well for me, and they're not something that are as popular on other platforms. Although I feel like home decor items are really starting to sell for me on Poshmark on a regular basis, and the shipping prices, the customer gets such a good deal on the shipping there. You can ship something priority mail. I believe the shipping cost is a flat rate of $8 as long as it weighs 5 pounds or less to anywhere in the country. And so essentially an item that weighs maybe 4 pounds, 4.5 pounds that you purchase on Poshmark can ship to California for around $8. And if you purchase that item from me on eBay, sometimes it will cost $40 to ship it to California. And so that is just, it's a huge savings. So I'm kind of wondering if enough people haven't figured that out yet, that they are starting to shop there for those kinds of items regularly. But anyways, so I'm here to show you what I bought today. It's a mix of clothing, shoes, and some hard goods. I really did okay. I looked at those things today and I got some things that are really, they're gonna sell well and for a good dollar amount. And I only paid $1.98 for everything. And that was because they made a mistake when they were ringing me up. But the way they do it is you take all of your items that are clothing and shoes and they're all the same rate, and you leave them in your bin and your cart, and you roll them over a floor scale. And then the items that are different rates you take out, and they will weigh or price individually for like, furniture type things. Well, they didn't weigh my cart, so, and I knew, so maybe I'm a bad person, I don't know. I shopped there so much, I was like, I'm not gonna say anything, and they were very busy there today. I think the cashier just made a mistake, and they've got so much stuff, so I got a deal today, because I got a car full of stuff for $12, so shh, don't tell. All right, so first things first, I guess we're gonna talk about shoes. I didn't get a ton of shoes, but I got some good ones. First, I got these Kamek. They're like a bog style boot, where this top part is like kind of like a neoprene, but it's actually even thicker than normal. And these need to be clean, but they're like in really good shape. And then this bottom part is rubber. And these are men's, size 9. They are definitely, I think, made for hunting because they have an orange lining, but I can look them up. That's my dog. Gomez, come here. Come here. No, it's just me. Don't bark at me. Don't bark. Gomez, come here, come get in your spot. Come here, buddy. He's going blind, so come here, buddy. Come get in your spot right here next to me. Sorry. Get in your spot, and then you can just chill out. Go on, buddy. Go on. All right. We're fine. It's just me talking. So anyways, I don't know what these are going to resell for. I'll have to look up the style, and they're kind of heavy. So I would assume that these are going to either sell, I mean, they could sell on eBay. I will list them there, but the shipping will be expensive, but they would be a great deal for someone on Poshmark. But I think what they're going to do is they're going to sell on Facebook Marketplace in about 6 weeks when hunting season really starts. So I'm going to clean them up and give someone a good deal locally, I think, on these, because they're in really great shape, to be honest, other than just they look like they were worn once. Okay, next for shoes, I'm gonna take a couple things out of this bag. There were so many Rikers, which if you know that brand, Riker is really expensive. It's not like a fashionable brand, but there was only like one of every shoe. And I think what happened was I kind of got to the shoes late and other people had taken them and had them in their carts. So, but I was able to find the match on these boots, which actually they have like this, I think it's faux fur. Yeah, it's faux fur, but it's super soft. These little ankle boots, and they also look like they maybe were never worn, or I don't know. I buy this branded boots. I find them really comfortable for my foot shape and really supportive. It's one of the brands I really like to get. But these are like, I mean, it depends on what shoe store you probably go to, but if you go to like a small independent shoe store, these could be $150 to $185, which is what I have paid for boots like this from this brand. I have paid $175 for boots like this. So for someone, this is going to be a great deal. And these are $38. So yeah, it's funny. They don't feel like real leather to me. And I kind of wonder, are they real leather? I don't know. I'm going to have to look later, but they feel like fake leather, which is kind of weird because all Riker shoes are really high-end and I can't imagine they'd make a fake leather shoe, but I guess I'll find out. I also got these. They're like a espadrille wedge, and they are suede, navy blue suede, and they've got like a little perforation, dotted perforation, and then these strappy straps. The brand is Eric Michael, handmade in Spain, it says. I have found another pair of these at the bins before, and they sold really well for me. And they look like they were worn once. They have no toe marks. There's a little bit of wear, just like dirt on the sole, and that could even be from like try-ons in the store. But yeah, so I got these, and they're just they're a good brand. And I don't remember what I sold my other pair for. I think I had them listed pretty high, and I took a best offer of like 40 or something like that. But these ones are even nicer than my other ones, because I think my other ones were textile. These are navy as well. Probably the same person donated them. They're Timberland wedge T-strap open toe sandals. They are the Earth Keepers line. Again, very little wear. They're in great shape. These are also, let's see, what size are these? These are a 9.5 women, so good size. I don't too much for you. These were beautiful. I got these based on style. These are just something that sells really well for me in the fall. And the brand isn't great. It's Gianni Bernini, which is like they make shoes, leather handbags. I feel like it's probably like a JCPenney's brand. But these ones I got, for one thing, they're black, and they're just like this basic, like every woman has these and wears them with skirts and stuff in the fall. These are like the fall boot. They're in beautiful condition. So at Ben's pricing, even if I only get like $35 for them, it's a great deal. But what will make these sell is the size. They are an extended calf size, so they're an 8 wide, and on top of it they are also an extended calf. So for someone who's a plus size, it's really hard you have to like special order when you're a plus size for boots, oftentimes because your calf is bigger, and oftentimes women who are plus size tend to need a wide shoe. They don't always start out that way, but over time, like your foot will just kind of flatten out. Not everybody, but it does happen. So this is like a really great secondhand find for someone, because most people are going to have to special order their boots if they want a knee-high boot, and they're going to have to pay full price. You're never going to find them on sale. So those were great. I got these. These were like these are one of these brands that they're not tied, so you can't see how cute they are, but they're just like a little wedge suede loafer. They're gray, and they have these dusty kind of mauve laces, and then there's like a different tonal gray. I guess it's like a tongue, but it's all attached. Anyways, this brand is Ms. Moo's, which if you don't know this brand has a great following. Whenever I get this brand, they sell like within a week. Usually they are sold at Anthropologie. Not every Ms. Moo's pair of shoes is sold at Anthropologie, but they're really well made and people like them, so I always pick them up when I find them, as long as, you know, they're reasonably priced. So Ben's pricing, definitely great. They almost have like kind of like a 1940s, like 1930s style going on. Yeah, they're really cute, and I'm trying to see what size they are. I think they're a 10. Yeah, the lighting is sun's going down here, so let's see, because if anyone is interested in any of these, you could always message me. Yeah, they're a 10, and it has a style, but I can't quite, I think it's called the Maddie, I don't know. Next, I think this is my last pair of shoes, is a pair of Corky's sandals again, and it is, you know, the end of the summer, but I'll just get them listed right away, and people will still buy them, and if not, people will buy them next year, and I'll just like relist them at the beginning of the season to get fresh eyes on them. Again, these are a 10. These ones with a heel, I don't know if you can see, they have like scuffs, but I'll just use my Dr. Martens Wonder Balsam. It will darken the color a little bit, but it's a really rich tomatoey red, like an orangey red, so that's not gonna really, that kind of goes with the color, and it'll even out all the little marks. There's not like any dirt marks, it's just from where the heels like clicked against each other, so that'll really recondition the leather. So yeah, Corky's, these are always a really good pickup too. They do well for me, and they're not as popular as they used to be. There's also another like subline called Corky's with like this is actually spelled the K-O-R-K hyphen E-A-S-E, like the word ease. And then they have another subline, which I think is slightly less expensive, that's Corky's with the ends in Y''S. So like they were trying to be cute or something. Anyways, so those are the shoes. I did find this bag. It's like a, you know, like a gym bag. And I was like, oh, and then there was stuff in it. And I was like, nobody had looked through it. And I was like, what's in there? And so there was some brand new jewelry that was like really cheap jewelry on the card. But there was also this, which is a brand new with tags, Vera Bradley water bottle. And a lot of people don't like to pick up Vera Bradley, but I find it does sell with me. And when I get it at the bins new with tags, which I find every so often, it sells really quickly. And then there was also new with tags. This is like a little, like it's like your ID thing, because it's got the little clear window, and then up top, I guess, is for like, I don't know, if you want to put some other cards or something in there. And then there's this, which I don't know what this is. It's a lanyard, and they're all the same color, and they're all new with tags. So that was like, I was like, oh, I'll take that. And then the bag itself is a 31 bag, which I don't care for 31 stuff, but this was really clean and like new condition. So I just took it, and I will probably sell this bag for like, I don't know, $12 or something. And whenever, again, when I get 31 items, they also seem to sell really quickly. So I guess there's a following for those. I know it's a home party, and some of the colors get discontinued and blah, blah, blah. So there's probably people who are still looking for the things. All right, moving on to the next thing. I'll just show you a couple clothing items because there were Or actually, let's not do clothing. I'll show you some of the stuff because I didn't get very much stuff. Okay, so some of the stuff things that I got were, I got this Fisher-Price Little People, it's called the Talking Jungle Zoo Treehouse or something like that. So it's a little dirty, but not too bad. Looks like it's just been in someone's garage. It just needs a quick wipe down. This is it, right? And it was in a big garbage bag, and it taught all the little voice functions work. And it came with this bag of animals, and there's two people. One of them I think is a farmer, and one of them is the zookeeper, but I'll have to look up the set. So it's got two of the people. I'm pretty sure this came with the set because he's holding like a fish and some worms, but all the animals are there, and there's some really fun animals in there. There's like some unusual ones. There's like an ostrich and a kangaroo and a flamingo, as well as, you know, your typical, I guess, what you would expect in a zoo, like lions and rhinos and elephants. There's a jaguar. Anyways, and I also have the Jeep that goes with it, and this makes noises too. So I had been watching Bolo Buddies, and she occasionally talks about Fisher-Price Little People, and that some of the sets I think are, you know, can go for a lot of money. And since this one was all complete, I was like, oh, I'll just look it up. Well, it had just sold, and I don't expect to get that much. I think it was a high price, but it had just sold on eBay for $80, not including shipping. $20 they paid for shipping, and it did not have the Jeep. It was just the treehouse with the people. So I was like, oh, I will get that, because it seems like, I guess it's been discontinued, and it's something that is fun and the kids want. So that was an easy yes. I also got this just for myself. It's supposed to be like it's metal, like a Coca-Cola. It's like supposed to hold a 6-pack of like the cute little glass bottles. Oh, you know what it is? No, I'm sorry. It's actually, I just realized it's like a it's like a picnic. Like you put your napkins here, and then you have 3 compartments for your silverware. So I don't think I'm gonna sell this. I actually thought, I'll look it up, but I thought that this would be cute to use as a display at Christmas time, and I could put some Christmassy things in here, because I just bought a Coca-Cola Christmas diner to add to my little mantle that I do. So it's a diner that has like Coca-Cola advertising, and it's decorated for Christmas, and I thought this might be cute, like mixed in with stuff. I like Christmas stuff. So anywho, next are some books, and I bought a couple bags and used the bags to separate stuff in, and this bag was one of them. I tied it up. So I'm trying to learn about books, and like, I don't know, I'm not really good at it, but I do know that you can lock things up and sell them in like bulk, and people will tend to buy them, but you just have to have themed lots. So one of the ones I've been collecting things for has been coloring books. Actually, they have a lot of, I mean, these can be very expensive. This one's a Paragon book one. So I have about 5 of these now, and they've never been colored in, and I think I have enough I can lot them up, because some of them are like $15 or even $20 a piece. So I thought that would be kind of a good bundle item. I also bought this book, which I think will sell separately. This is a hardcover of Eloise, the Ultimate Edition. So I think it has all of her story, all 4 books in one fabulous volume, and it's in really good shape. There's a little nick on the dust cover on the spine, but overall it's in really good shape. And I did look this up, and it looks like this sells for about $12 on eBay, and it sells consistently. There's not a ton of them listed, so that was good. I also thought about getting some DVDs and lotting them up. This one is a Christmas one, and it has a whole bunch of the classic Christmas movies in it, but I may keep this. I have to check and make sure that we don't already have this, or that our copy hasn't just become so scratched that it's not usable. But I think I'm gonna start collecting Christmas movies as well, and doing lots of Christmas movies. This I bought for myself. It's just some old movies, and again, I'm thinking about collecting this style of movie and then enjoying them myself because I really love old movies, like classic Hollywood stuff. That's my thing. And then lotting them up when I'm done with them and selling them like as classic movie lots. Because a lot of those movies you can't even find on Amazon. Like sometimes we get a bee in our bonnet to watch a certain thing and you just can't find it on there. Again, this is for me. Anne of Green Gables, all 3 books in one. The dust cover was there. It was ripped. And I was really sad because the dust cover had the picture of Megan Follows on it from the Anne of Green Gables movies that were on PBS, which were the ones I grew up watching. And I would have loved to have had that edition with, or have this with that cover, but it was just trash, so I just left it behind. But it's cool because I've been meaning to reread these stories. Again, lots for resale. I've been picking up board books to do board book lots. I've also been picking up like DVDs that are like family movies, and I'm gonna do large lots of family style movies. This one is Narnia. And then this I bought to sell. It's new and sealed, and it looks like this one's used was selling for like $20 and there were none new. This is an audiobook. So it's some Christian audio thing. I don't even know. Like I would never, that's not, I wouldn't listen to this. But someone else will, and they'll be excited to get a brand new copy. So, and then I had all of, because you sort your media stuff and you get it, you pay 20 cents a pound for media, well, books, but yeah. So I put everything separate in a separate bag so he could weigh it, and I got this bag and put it in there. And this is a Baggu bag, and it has a green elephant print. If you don't know about these bags, they're like a reusable shopping bag, and they're not cheap, and they're pretty trendy right now. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna get for that. If I don't really need another reusable bag, I like this, but I'll probably sell it. They just like little, this thing, like, they can kind of like fold up into nothing, and they're big. So I have to look this one up and see, like, again, they do prints that they discontinue if this is something that's desirable. My guess is this will probably resell for like $10 to $12 maybe, but maybe less or maybe more if this is like something people want with the elephants on it. Okay, next I'm gonna just grab my next, oh no, I'm going to show you the other hard goods I got. So I was really excited because I got 2 American Girl doll items, and one of them was an item that I had in my personal collection that got destroyed recently. I had it stored at my mom's house. Her basement flooded where I had those items. Her basement had never flooded the entire time she's lived there. It has flooded 3 times in 2 weeks now. They can't figure out what's going on. They have tried to fix it. But anyway, so I had some of my American Girl doll stuff stored there, not all of it, thank God. And this piece was in there and had gotten water damage, so I just had to throw it away. And then I just like somehow found the exact same one again, which was pretty awesome because hasn't been made. It's like 20 years old. It's like 2004 or something this was made. So this was pretty cool. And it's a wardrobe. I'm gonna show it. And it's wood, and it has little flower knobs, and then if you it's very heavy, so it's got like a little mirror and a clothes rack and then two drawers. It does have some dings, but I looked at them, they're not actually scratches. I mean, a couple of them are, but I think for the most part they're gonna come off with a magic eraser and it's gonna clean right up. So there is that. And then I got another American Girl item. And this is a more modern item. And this was a Bitty baby doll crib. And I had first just found the crib, but then in another bin I found all of the bedding. So there is the bumper, this pillow, this quilt, which is reversible. This, which I think is a receiving blanket for your baby. This does need to be washed. It has like some, it's not really stained, but it's just got like crap on it from the bin. And then the mattress. So that was pretty awesome. It's in great shape. I don't know if this is a discontinued item. I don't really collect Bitty Baby stuff, but I bought this to sell. And I think, again, this would be a great Facebook Marketplace item. These are expensive. And it actually had part of a mobile on it, but I took it off because the pieces that hung down were missing and I couldn't find them in any of the other bins. So I think, yeah. So there was that. Yay. Just gonna move some things. All right, next for clothing. I think pretty much everything else left is clothing, except for one bag that I got that I put some clothing in. So I got this. For those of you who don't know, I actually focus a lot on plus size clothing. You're gonna hear me talk about it a lot. It doesn't all necessarily sell for a lot of money, but it sells very quickly. And when you get it at the bins, selling something that you paid under $1 for and getting $20 for it, or selling it for 25 and ending up with 18 or 20 is great. So I got this, and this is, you're gonna laugh, it's a nightie. It smells like perfume, so I need to wash it. It's just from Fashion Bug, but it has really bold colors. It's lime green lace with blue lace, like aqua turquoise lace trim, and it's a 4X, I think. Yeah, a 4X. So this is gonna sell really quickly. And again, it'll probably only sell for like $20, $25, but I paid like $1/4 for this. It weighed nothing. I like selling lingerie online. I think it's fun. I think that, it's expensive. People like to buy it. I don't know what they do with it. Maybe they wear it. I don't know what they do with it, but I like selling it because it's pretty and it weighs nothing and I get a good return on my money. A lot of people don't pick up LuLaRoe anymore, but I do. I feel like it still sells for me if you get really good pictures or if you get the plus sizes. If you also lot it up, like if you're at the bins and somebody donated a whole bunch of stuff in their size, you can pick through it and get, 3 or 2 of the same style shirt and lot it together. And it usually will sell for like $25 to $35 especially if you get the plus sizes, it will sell for more. So these are some leggings. They are, I don't know if I can, they're like an American flag print and they're the tall and curvy size. So I will probably lot these up in like a tall and curvy plus size legging lot. I try and do ones that are just holidays, and then I do ones that are just like everyday prints, and I'll do like a lot that'll have those and like a Halloween pair and a Valentine's pair and a Christmas pair and find 4 and then put them up for like, I don't know, $35, and they will sell. They usually sell within a day or two. I got this swimsuit. It's really pretty colors. It's not like super stylish or anything, but it's Garnet Hill and it's also a plus size. So that's why I bought it. Size 16. It's in great shape. You can feel the quality. So that, even though the season is ending, I'll still pick them up because worst case scenario is I'll just not get to listing it and I'll have to sell it next year. Because I only list seasonally. I'm one of those people. Next is a vintage. I do a lot of vintage. This is a LL Bean made in the USA chamois shirt, which is like a flannel, like a thick flannel material. It's just a tan one. Let me show you that label. This is probably from like the 80s or 90s. Let's see. And yeah, so it just says made in the USA on there. That's how you know it's vintage, because they don't do any of that anymore. I think only their bean boots are made in the USA now. And I would doubt that that's fully honest and accurate, but I don't know for sure. Another LL Bean item, men's barn coat. It has the wool. Nope, lining is cotton. It's got brown corduroy. It's like a burgundy gray lining. It does have a couple spots. I'm going to try and get them out. I feel like other than that, it's in really good shape. I think all the spots will come out. It's a men's large. So that is a good pickup. I think that will sell for $50 if the spots come out. I did buy one bedding item. And again, it's going to be hard to see because this is huge. So it's folded, so I'll just show it to you. It is Opal House from Target. And it's a quilt, and it has these really fun pom-poms. It's like a pretty, kind of like a light tangerine color. And then it has these stripes that are like a gray and cream ikat. And then these big gray pom-poms at the end. And it's in perfect condition. I don't know what size it is though, which is weird because usually on the tag, it will tell you what size it is. But Opal House actually is one of their house brands, and it resells really well. But just, I don't know, people aren't, there's never a lot listed, but there's always like it's 100% sell-through rate. And if you get good pictures, I mean, I would expect, I'll probably get $50 for this. So I just need to figure out what size it is. This, I don't know if I'm going to keep. It's not my size. It's too big. It's a 2X, but it was so pretty. And I may just try it on and try and make it work. If not, I'll sell it. It's a white blouse. It's Swiss dot, and it has all of this beautiful crochet lace on the bottom. It's cotton. It's just really feminine. And like I said, this is the kind of bread and butter plus size item that I love to get because you can get it at the bins. You're paying maybe 75 cents for it, and I will easily sell this for $25. So I'm making 20 times my money as a return, which is a great amount for your investment. This is just a basic little black dress. It's just a sheath, and I almost just kind of threw this to the side, but then I caught the tag, and the tag is Jude Connolly, which is like a kind of a preppy boutique brand. It's made in the USA. So I used to do really well with this brand. They make a similar fabric to Jane McLaughlin's Catalina cloth. They're very similar, like I would say to Jane McLaughlin, but they're not as well known. But I think, and this is just a black dress. It's not that fabric that's like a Catalina cloth. It's almost like a pont knit, but it's too thin. I don't know. This may have been a bad pickup, but I feel like this will probably sell for $25 or $30, and it's a large, so it's a good size. We'll see. I haven't picked that brand up in probably 2 years, but it used to sell well for me. So we'll see how it does now. This is just Uniqlo, basic black cashmere turtleneck sweater, 100% cashmere though. So again, and it's a large, definitely like a Molly type brand, but 100% cashmere. And so this will probably go for 25 to 30. It's good size too. Well, this was a fun one. This is Quacker Factory, and it's a 1X, but it's a Christmas sweater. I don't know if you can see all the crazy snowmen. And then the back has this kind of fun embroidery with this potted, potted Christmas tree. It's fun. This definitely falls into the ugly Christmas sweater category. It's in great shape, and it's, again, a plus size. So I picked it up, and I think that will probably sell for $30, probably in season. This is, again, cashmere, 100%. Not a great brand, but just a cardigan, and it kind of has like a baby doll thing going on. But the brand is Simply Cashmere, probably a department store, probably like Nordstrom or Macy's or something, but 100% cashmere, pretty color, super soft, great shape, and it's an XL. So this will probably sell for $30. This was a fun vintage leotard that I picked up. It is red. It is that satin, shiny spandex. The brand is Illinois Theatrical, made in the USA, size small, so it's an adult. Show you the old tag. These sell really well for me, so this is like for dance. But people just, I don't know, I think those get bought for all different kinds of reasons, for like costumes, sometimes for television and film productions when they're doing like 80s throwback. And then sometimes people, I think some people wear them to work out in, just for like have a, like a, I don't know, like a quirky workout outfit. This I got on a hunch. This is very like 90s Y2K. It's leopard print. It's a little shell. It's like this stretchy nylon material, kind of semi-sheer. The brand is Stellar Fashion Inc. Made in the USA. Somebody cut the size tag out. It's probably like a large, even though it doesn't look very big. It's meant to be slightly short-waisted. So that I think would be, I'm interested in trying Depop, and we shall see if that, I feel like that would be a good Depop thing. But it may just sell on eBay really quickly, because I've found eBay and Poshmark, those things do sell really well on there too. So, all right, next I just got this Ralph Lauren men's, it's a polo shirt, but it has the big pony on it, like the big embroidered pony, which that used to be a thing to look for. The underarms are also vented. It says it's custom fit. It's a large. Yeah, but it's like a small large. So I don't know. I have to do some research on this to figure out. It says 175/96A. So I'm wondering if this is like a large kids, but that's kind of what I think it is. Looks like it's like a 14. So if it's the kids, it's probably going to be like 20 bucks and take forever to sell. But this was really cute. This is Free People. I don't really pick up a lot of Free People, but at the bins, if it's really cute, I will. We don't see a lot there, but it's like heavily embroidered. And I'll have to, I don't know if this is a dress or a top. I mean, to me, it would be a top, but to Free People, it could be a dress. And it's a large, so it's good size. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be worn off the shoulder too, because it's got these little ribbon straps, which make me think that it's meant to be worn off the shoulder. And it had one little spot on the back, but I think that will come out. I just have to find out if I can even wash this. Yeah, see, it has pockets. See, it's yeah, I think it's a dress. Oh, now I'm seeing more spots that I didn't notice before. Let's see. Crazy that this is a dress. Machine wash, cold with light colors. Line dry. Okay, I'll give it a try. I'm sure I can get all that out. I was just thinking maybe the embroidery would run. All right, next, this was inside out in the bin, but I knew it was a plus size swim piece, so I grabbed it. It's Lands' End Sport. It's swim shorts with a built-in swim bottom, and it's a 24 women's. Just black swim shorts. Again, these are very expensive to buy new, and I sell the swim bottoms, swim skirts, swim shorts, anything in size 12 and up. I'll pick them up as separates. Tankini tops, especially solid colors. Black does really well because it goes with whatever else you have on the top, and usually they'll sell for $25 pretty quickly too. This is a, again, plus size, Lands' End 2X open front cardigan. It's just kind of basic, like a grandpa cardigan. It's a really pretty burgundy color. It needs a little lint brushing and maybe a little cleanup with the sweater buzzer, but not too much. And I think it's just cotton. It has big pockets, but I will probably sell this for $25. It's actually cotton with 7% wool and 3% cashmere, so a little nicer than normal. Yeah, it's nice. There was a whole bunch of plus size sweaters. I got most of them. One I threw back because it was kind of faded. But I was happy to get those because sweater weather will be here before we know it. This is another one, Lands' End 2X. This one's like a raspberry pink with a turtleneck. And it has a little bit of a contrast knit, like the sleeves are a different one. So again, $25 for that, probably. This is again, Lands' End 2X sweater. This is like a tan. This is really nice. This definitely has wool in it. Let's see. Yep. It's mainly cotton, 8% wool. So $25. And, oh, the big score. This was the big score with those sweaters. This was amazing because I have only thrifted this brand one other time, and it was a pair of sweatpants, which is actually still good for this brand, but this was a Barefoot Dreams. Open front. It's like that gray kind of dough brown color that they make all their stuff in. It's one of their open front cardigans, and it's a 3X, which is like, what? This will sell so well, and these sell for quite a bit of money. I know I'll get $50 at a minimum. I'll probably try and get like, I have to look up what these are still selling for, but I feel like sometimes they sell for like 70, and I don't even know with the plus size ones. I think they're so hard to get. I have a feeling I'll get like 70 to 80 for this. This is the Cozy Chic Light. So that's probably like the weight. But yeah, awesome. If that was my size, I would keep it. It is so soft. Ugly Christmas sweater. Star Wars ugly Christmas sweater with Darth. This is a men's 2XL, or maybe it's a women's. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's a women. I found it with those other sweaters. Anyone can wear it. How's that? All right. Now, a little hat. This brand is Pistel. It's like the center of a flower it's named after. And this is kind of like just a cute, I pick up hats all the time at the bins, like these little wool knit things if they're good brands. This one is made in Italy, 100% wool. They sell so well, and they weigh like nothing. So you pay like 50 cents for this at the bins, and then I'll sell it for like 50. I'll probably list it for like 20, and I'll get like 15 for it. It's just the easiest thing, and they're really easy to photograph. That's another plus. Next, this is not the best brand. It's just Jockey, but it's new with tags, and it's a plus size 2X black, just like basic black skirt. Yeah, it's a skirt, not a skirt. But I was surprised. I mean, it did sell on sale, but still the original price on it was $48, and it's a pont knit. It got marked down to $14.99, and then someone bought it. But I still think like I could probably sell this for like, I'll probably list it for 25 and sell it for 20, because it's, again, more in demand because it's plus size and new with tags. And it's actually nice quality. Again, another new with tags. Now this needs a little bit of a wipe. I have some laundry wipes that I use that I get at the dollar store. This is, it just got dusty from the bin, but this is a brand new with tags Land's End jacket. Black winter coat. I believe this is a men's size small. Yeah, this was just sitting in there. Everybody else had already looked through it and was like, no, thank you. Nobody ever gets the winter stuff really there in the summer, and I do, because I know summer in New Hampshire is like 3 months long, and then this stuff sells for a really high dollar value and sells the other 9 months of the year, so why not pick it up? In fact, I tend to go light on summer clothes and try and do more with hard goods in the summer, because I feel like summer stuff is so inexpensive. Like, how much are you going to pay for a pair of used shorts? $15 maybe? Most people don't even want to spend that much. And so I had to do a lot of volume of that kind of thing in the summer, and you really have like a 7-week window to try and get it all sold, because even though the summer is 12 weeks long, once people, they buy and then they don't want to buy anymore because they're like, oh, summer's almost over. It's like, at this point, we're August 2nd today, and it just, yeah, like I'd be hard pressed to keep selling summer items. I've been selling sweaters all week. So yeah. Oh, these were fun. This is a vintage, I didn't find a ton of vintage today, but this was a good one. These are a vintage petty pant. They're square dancing, like ruffly underwear. They have all kinds of layers of lace on them. I don't know if you can see. They're XL. I think they are a little stretched out at the waist, but the elastic is still really good. And the brand is Partners Please by Malcolm Modes. And I just got a whole bunch of these that were smalls at the bins about 6 weeks ago, and I think I sold them all except for the red pair, which was weird because I thought the red pair would go first. And they sold all around the $30 mark. This I almost didn't get because it's a small petite, but it's J. Jill, and it's their Love Linen, and it's a tunic dress. So just really basic. It looks like a really long shirt, but this does well for me. And it's just, I think the small sizes are harder to sell with J. Jill, but I don't know, I got it anyways. Next, another little hat. This one is just like a little tan beanie, and it is Eddie Bauer, I think, no, Max Studio. But I got this one because it was 100% cashmere. So again, $15 for that. This is, I got for Christmas. This was a really fun men's jacket. It's like a super lightweight zip up hoodie jacket. This is the brand Denim and Flower by Ricky Singe. And the print is super fun. It's a Christmas print. I don't know if you can see that with like Santa and snowmen and like Christmas houses. So I tried to look this up and I didn't get really good comps, but I just feel like this is going to sell like an ugly Christmas sweater will. You'll get more money for it in season and it will sell for $25. So that'll be it'll just be fun. Something that's not a sweater. This I did not check comps on, and I probably should have, but I know that I can take this to a children's buy-sell trade store if it's not worth me selling online, and they will buy it, and you know, I'll make a couple dollars on my money. This is a girl's dress, and if you can see, though, it's pin tucked, and then it has all this beading, and the brand is Velveteen, and it says it's 12 years, but it's definitely more like an 8-10. It's just so pretty. It's very modern, you know. It's that kind of modern, you know. It's supposed to be like a bishop dress, where bishop dresses are usually smocked here, but instead it's pin tucked with little tiny glass. I think they're nice beads too, and all the beads were there. So I don't know what to expect for that, but that was just an experimental pickup. I've got quite the pile going here. Next is some LuLaRoe. I told you I picked up some LuLaRoe. I got 2 of these. They are an open front cardigan. They're both size medium. This one's like a mustardy yellow, so a really good color. And somebody had like knotted them, so I guess that's the way they wore them, with this like knot at the bottom. And then I got this green one too, and this one's more like a knit, and it's like a spearmint green, and it's the same, it's not the same style, but they're both open front dusters, size medium. So I will lot those up and sell them together. The color combo is good for, I feel like, fall. So if you can kind of see, those are like nice fall colors together. Apple picking outfits or whatever. I know there's one more LuLaRoe item in here, but I don't know where it is. This is Ralph Lauren. This was is this Black Label? Sometimes it's so hard for me to tell if it's Black Label or Navy, but I think this is Black Label. So that was a good score. This is a navy blue, 100% cashmere, like little cable knit. Yeah, I'm losing my lighting. Just aside, it says it's a medium, but it's like real small women's sweater, but it's just, it feels so nice. And if this is Black Label, I will probably, I don't know, I'll have to check comps, but I want to say, again, $75 for this. That's what I think. These are vintage Nike shorts, and I think that these are something, so I grabbed them. I think these are like those chubby style shorts. These might have a different name for them. Okay, they say they're a 14, which means they're women's. I don't know. Like, these look so 90s to me. I'll have to do some research on these because they say made in Malaysia, which I know, like, you can kind of, the tags will help you date things. This is the tag, if anyone knows. But also where they did their manufacturing. These are pretty high-waisted, so I don't know. Like, at the very least, just based on style, they're very retro. I think I can get like 20, 25 for those. But if there's something like more trendy, I'll figure out what people are calling them and try and get a little more. I always pick these up. This is, whether they're kids or adults, another leotard. This is GK Elite. This is a adult size small. These always sell for me for $20. They're super lightweight. The metallic ones do better, but you need to always make sure that you check the butt, because on the metallic ones, that's like where the kids like whatever, and it can wear off. This is a vintage Christmas sweater. The brand is nothing, Dana Scott. It's acrylic, but it just is like so, it just like reminds me of what everybody's mom wore when I was in high school in the 90s. If you see that, and it's kind of like fitted. It's just terrible. It's metallic and it has this beading, and oh, this is truly an ugly Christmas sweater. But I think someone, I don't know, that's not like one of the really like, ooh, I have to have that one. It's, you know, some of the ugly Christmas sweaters can sell for like 40 or 50 bucks. Even the modern ones, like the Tipsy Elves ones, if you have the right size and a really good, like funny image, some of the different styles. But the vintage ones, again, the more over the top they are, the better price that you get for them, and the bigger the size they are, because sometimes the bigger sizes the men will buy too, even if they're a women's sweater, because they just, you know, they just need a bigger size, and they're just gonna wear it one night to their silly party. So that one, again, is like, because of the style and the smaller size, I don't think it'll go for more than 25, but I still like to pick them up because I think they're really quick, easy sells. These are a pair of kids snow pants. They're just black. They're in perfect condition. They don't look like they were ever worn. The brand is not a great brand. It's Arctics, which is sold at all of our local, like kind of high-end, like Army, like we have a couple like outdoor outfitter stores that will sell everything from like Patagonia and Keens and Danskos, and then they usually have a kids section and they'll sell like Columbia and North Face for kids as their high-end brands for snow pants, and then for their low-end brand they always carried this. So this is not something I plan to sell on eBay. This would be something that I will sell on either Facebook Marketplace or take to the kids buy sell trade store, and these will just be like an easy, you know, $10 to $15 flip at the beginning of the season when everybody just needs cheap snow pants. These I hoped were my size, but they're not. They're, again, a plus size, just pajama pant from the Disney store, and they have Lady from Lady and the Tramp on them, and they're really cute. But now I'm seeing a spot on them. It's like a pink spot. It looks like, that's not on the inside, so that's good. Looks like something got washed with it, and it just like got some dye transfer on it. I'll have to try and see if I can get that out. With dye transfer, you usually can't. So I might just, I don't know, I might not try and sell those. We'll see. They're not really a high dollar item. Those would probably only sell for $15 to $20, but I like them because they were cute and they were a plus size. So we'll see. We'll see. Here's that other LuLaRoe piece I bought. Is new with tags. Also a medium, just a dress. There were two of these dresses, and I was hoping to lot them both up, but I realized that the second one was used and it had like a glittery print and it was worn off under the arms. But I still decided to get this anyways because I felt like it looked really Christmassy. It's burgundy and green. So we'll see. I mean, new, I don't know, $15 probably. And if I will keep my eyes peeled for another medium LuLaRoe dress, either used or new, that I could maybe lot that up with. I got this maternity dress. It's really pretty colors. It's just polyester. And the brand is called The Bump, or My Bump. And then it says Luke 240 on there, which is, I think, like a Bible reference. And this is made in the USA, I believe. Yeah, so I didn't look this up, but I try to have cute maternity stuff sells well for me, and this was so inexpensive. I just thought this might be something. It might only be 20 bucks, but it'll give me a little variety in my store. I got this purse. I couldn't believe this was just sitting there. It does need some cleanup. It doesn't have any marks or anything like pen marks, but it just needs like some Wonder Balsam, which is I use the Dr. Martens Wonder Balsam. And this is a very good brand. Yeah, it's just, I couldn't believe. There's a little color loss on the buckle. It's supposed to be all gold, and then like where you put your finger on it, it's a from where the buckle undoes, like some of the plating has worn off and it's more like silvery, but it goes like that. The brand is Merino Orlandi. So if you ever see this, oh, you know what? I didn't notice this. Maybe this is why someone didn't buy it. Is it on the underside here? There's like some white stuff, which could be mildew, but it might just be starting because I didn't see it anywhere else. Yeah, the inside is like perfectly clean. I think that's what it is. I can clean that off, and then you have to put it out in the sun to dry, because that will kill the spores so that you don't get any more growing on it. And then I can put my Wonder Balsam on there because I'll be fine. My ex-husband used to have his leather shoes would like literally mold in the closet every year because he had like gross foot fungus, and it's so disgusting. And that's what I learned though. He like had these shoes that he refused to just get rid of, right? Like, this is not an unusual story. But every year he would do that. He would just clean them with like lemon juice and then put them out in the sun, and it would get rid of it, and they wouldn't have any problems for like 2 to 3 more years. But every year would like a different pair would do it. It was just ridiculous. But then it would eventually come back from him wearing them. So yeah, sorry to tell your secrets on the internet, but yeah. But that's something, I learned something. So those were most of the clothes. I have one more bag. I'm gonna just grab it really quickly. Stuff might fall over because I made a ridiculous pile. Okay, it's gonna fall. Hopefully it'll fall the other direction. So the first thing I'm going to show you with this is the bag, because I bought this bag there and I was so excited about this bag. So it's a Burton overnight duffel bag, and it's like in perfect shape. I mean, it's got the shoulder strap. The inside is super clean. It's all leather, like all the little bells and whistles. The lining is cool. It's like this army fatigue material. It's got this top flap that has a magnet. Magnet works great. I don't know if you can see, it's got like this picture on the underside. The lining is like dogs and like chickens and goats. Anyways, it's really nice. It's totally clean. There are no marks on it anywhere. All of the buckles work. All the zippers work. I don't know what I'm going to get for this, but I know Burton stuff. I've done really well with Burton in the past. So I'm hoping to get $50 for it. And it was great because I put the rest of my stuff in here. So next, let's see. I think there's some vintage things in here. Maybe I'll show you those first. It's not wanting to stay put. Okay. Okay. So this is kind of wrinkly. It's hard to see. This is a vintage romper. It's like a pastel plaid. It has shorts. It's a good size too. I think, you know, vintage sizing is not, it says it's a 42. The brand is Special Events. It's 100% cotton. It probably has like a blouson waist because it's elastic here. It smells a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to clean it. It smells like cigarettes. But I can wash it up and get that out. I think that will be a really cute, like $50 bill. Next, another, and that's definitely 80s. This is a 90s piece. And again, I bought this thinking about trying to sell on Depop. This is Gap. And it's like a men's super heavyweight nylon like parka pullover. It's like the half zip kind. And it has fleece lined, and it has like that 90s chest stripe. It's green and blue color block, and it has the big Gap logo. So it might even be early 2000s, but it's like in perfect condition. I mean, I think it doesn't look like they wore it barely at all. So I don't know what this will go for, but I've been noticing that vintage Gap stuff is selling. So I saw that a pair of Gap, vintage Gap, and I mean like vintage, I mean like they were like 2000s boot cut, which is like nobody wears boot cut anymore. Leather pants, which I swear my best friend from college had those pants, and I was so jealous of her. And they sold for like $80 something. And I was like, man, I've been passing on those at the bins. I see those there all the time. So I'm going to start picking them up. And I'm looking at old Gap in a different way. This is a kid's. This is a little Austrian boiled wool jacket. It could be for, you know, it's gender neutral. It's red with gray trim. I don't know what size it is. Let's see. 110. So I'll have to look up like on the Hannah size chart what that equates to. But the brand is Stapf, S-T-A-P-F. It's a Tyrolean, Austrian, little jacket, and it has little pockets. Anyways, it's cute for Christmas. These sell pretty well. They sell well for adults. They sell well for kids. Probably $25 on that because it's a kid's one. The adult ones go for more. This I bought because of style. It's just Banana Republic. It is a knit, yeah, it's meant to be reversible. You can take the tag off if you want, but nobody did. So it's gray. It's like a shoulder shrug. But the reason I got it was because the faux fur on this side has a little leather tie. This is so like 50s pinup style. Somebody who's gonna do like a 50s winter wedding, this would be so cute. Or just a winter pinup night where you're going out and dressing up. This would be a good little accessory. So I think probably $20 for that. This is, again, I try and lot these up. This is just logo Lori Goldstein, extra large, just a little embroidered top. I only got one of them, but I know I have some more kicking around that need, so another piece for the lot. And then the last item, oh, this is a good one. This is a Vince cardigan, and it's a weird like short sleeve cardigan. It's navy blue. I was excited to find this, but it does have holes, but there's not, so I'm gonna sew these up. It's got 3 holes. They're very small, all in the same spot. One's right on the seam. It's alpaca and cashmere, I believe. No, alpaca and wool, and it's large, so it's a really good size. Vince is so expensive, and it doesn't have the, like, I think it does resell well if you have certain pieces, but you don't get like the return that you would expect for the fact that this was like a $400, $300 sweater. Like I'll probably, if it didn't have those holes, would probably only get like $60 for it. And even though I can stitch those up and you will never see them because I'm really good at that. I learned how to darn vintage sweaters a long time ago, and it is this, anytime you have a thick sweater like this, you can just hide it. You just have to make sure you have the same shade of thread that you're working with. I'll just disclose it, and I'll probably get like, I'm gonna try to get 30 to 35, but I just couldn't pass on this mainly because it was alpaca, and a really good brand. So yeah, so that's my haul for $12. So yeah. You guys can tell me in the comments down below how you think I did. Would this have been stuff that you guys would have picked up? I try to list 10 items a day, Monday through Sunday. What I do is I photograph, my schedule is to photograph 15 items per day, but only, and list 15 of them, and then only have 10 of them go live Monday through Friday, so that I have an additional 25 items already drafted for the weekend. So I don't really have to do much to work on the weekend, other than I take like half an hour in the morning when I'm drinking my tea and I make those items go live, and then I cross list them to the other platforms, and that's about the time that it takes. Yeah, I have other help that I get with sharing my Poshmark closet, and then I take another half an hour in the evening usually to I usually do this in the morning as well, but I'll send out offers on eBay and also on Poshmark to likers and watchers, and then I do the same thing, and it usually takes me a full, I don't know, 20 minutes in the evening. So I do work on the weekends, but I am able to keep it to just a half an hour in the morning and half an hour in the evening, usually while watching TV, or like I said, drinking my tea and just having like a little personal space, which is a mother of six, because we have a blended family. Was 4, now 6. You do have to take that space when you can. We only have 2 at home though, so I don't want to sound like I'm doing all that. But yeah, it still is a lot. So anyways, sometimes work is a good excuse to take some time for yourself. So funny. This little thing just popped up on my phone that said, your blessings outweigh your something, outweigh your complaints or something. It was like a Poshmark of thing, and I think that's very serendipitous, because talking about my children, I definitely agree that my blessings definitely outweigh my problems in life. They are a wonderful blessing, all of them. So yeah, so on that note, I will let you guys go. Yeah, and we'll have another bins haul probably in another 2 weeks or so, when I am allowed to get back over there after I finish working on all this stuff. So yeah, thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.